Organic farmer Kelvin Hicks runs a high-tech mixed cropping business in Hororata, producing crops for fresh consumption as well as processing. The farm was bought by Kelvin's parents in 1991, although their interest in organics goes back well before that.
We're farming about 200 hectares all up. Probably got about 120 that we own, and we lease some ground off a couple of neighbours. We took the trouble to convert that into full biogrow status, and that's allowed us to keep our rotations going. Our business involves 3 or 4 key things: some livestock, some vegetable production, and a bit of cereal, some green leaf barley, and they all sort of fit in a rotation together. The key is the fresh market. We sell carrots and potatoes into the fresh market. They get washed and packed into anything from 1 kilo bags to 20 kilo crates, get distributed around New Zealand to shops and wholesalers. The green leaf barley we grow for a marketing company called Claridge's Organics, and that's primarily into the Malaysian market, the Asian market there. And then the livestock, they're organic lambs, but they go to Alliance, just a meat company, and probably end up in the UK. There is extra work. Labour is probably the biggest thing. Labour and fertility. Getting those rotation rights is the key in that regard. So yeah, yields probably aren't quite as high as conventional farming, probably due to some of the chemical inputs, the fungicides, the nitrogen fertilisers. But when it's done right, it's equally good on quality. We're on a leased paddock here. Some quite nice soil here. We have grown carrots in here in the past, but we've got some green barley going in here as the next crop. But before that, we've got some lupins. Lupin's a very important part in the organic farming to supply nitrogen back to the soil, which would probably, organic farming would be one of the key limiting nutrients. By having a good crop of lupins and ploughing them back in the soil, you can certainly address that issue. We've just pulled a couple of lupin plants out of the ground here, and you can see the nodules. So see that nice little bit of pink in there. So a crop like that could fix a couple of 100 kilos of nitrogen to the hectare, which is just really ideal, what we want for the green barley, plus supplying all that organic matter and decaying matter for microbes and fungi to live on, which is very important for the soil. This is a paddock of what will be green barley leaf. It'll take 6 to 8 weeks until it's ready for harvest, and it'll be harvested when it's probably about 40 centimetres high. It'll be taken away and dried within a very short space of time, and dried and powderised. So the end product will be, it's called green barley powder. The key to organic production really is your rotation and your lead-in time. So if this paddock was ploughed, had a couple of cultivations, it's really about timely cultivations to get rid of the weeds, and then sort of a seed bed is made probably a couple of weeks before planting, and then just to get some weed germination before you plant, and then you plant your crop. Once the crop achieves canopy cover, once the ground's shaded, then the weeds won't germinate anymore. So that's a critical time in the crop's life. The powder product, the main market really would be an Asian market. So certainly in the Malaysian, Philippines area. So you can use it as sort of a health food supplement. You can reconstitute it into a drink, or put it on your salad, whatever suits your fancy. But it's definitely a health food supplement. We're standing in a paddock of potatoes. We're monitoring our crops. We've got some yellow sticky traps out in the paddock, and they're monitoring the predators that are out there, as well as the psyllid. The traps are telling us that we've got probably about 50 predators out there for every psyllid, so we're sort of going along the biological way. We've also got some lady beetles that were released last year. They had a very big appetite for the psyllid. They would probably eat over 100 psyllids in a day if they had the opportunity. We've got a bit of a buffer around the outside here. The idea was to encourage some beneficial insects, some wasps, to hang around the potato crop and attack psyllids, even aphids, just keep them under control. So we've got a little bit of phacelia, some mustard, and a bit of buckwheat. So yeah, they're just teeming with activity in here. The role livestock play a sort of twofold. One, they sort of keep the place tidy really, keep all the weeds under control, but once we finish the cropping and we put it back into pasture, then it's sort of building fertility. So, we like to have pasture for probably, about 5 years. And that time, we've got a good legume base and some chicory and herbs and grasses, and we fix up the structure of the soil again. So yeah, the livestock look after that sort of thing for 5 years. The fertility is built up by putting the ground back into new pasture, so they have the legumes, and we just need something to eat it really, keep it tidy, keep the weeds out of it. So we have a mixture of livestock. We've got some sheep, we have a trading policy with cattle, and we've ventured into a few goats lately, so a few boar goats. They seem to like the thistles, they eat the tops out of them. Organic system is all about balance really. It's just getting the crops in the right order, not too much intensity with one livestock or even one crop for that matter, and it's just a matter of rotating that around your farm.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.